We are live. Happy 2023. Happy Keeping It Shrimple Wednesday, episode number 58. Happy New Year. Merry Christmas. I hope everybody had wonderful holidays, whether it was Christmas or not, but at least everybody did enjoy a new year. So, 2023. Wow. It flew. It flew like way too fast, but that's just me. And a side note for my buddy Johnny B out there. Happy birthday, my brother. He's the big 5'9", I believe, is the year that he's reached today, January 4th, 2023. I can't wait till 60. I mean, not mine. I can wait for mine, but yours is coming quick. So, whether you're here or not, Johnny, happy birthday, my brother. Hello, Frank. Good to see you. Bunny Viper. And yes, thank you. 820 subscribers. Wow. Who would have thunk? Let's see who else is in here. Jamie A. Hello. Cherie. Hello. I love shrimp. Happy New Year to you. Dennis Christensen. Hello. Glows. That's a new name. Hello, everyone. Nice to see you, Glows. Nice to meet you. Long time no see. Yes, I know. We'll get to that in a minute. But yeah, feels like forever. Saints Dust Aquariums. Hello. Good to see you. Alan Tooth. Haven't seen you in a bit. Good to see you. Wait, I pushed the wrong button. Virtual hugs. Aw. My first of the year. Those jokes never get old. Sketty Nana. Hello. What's up, Rob? Hashtag Poseidon's Pets. Kyle rocks. Giving away lollies. I think Lady Rorschach won the lollies, the shrimp sticks from Shrimp Envy. And I'm gonna have to get with you, Rob, because I want to do some stuff. And yes, of course, I would love to have some Shrimp Envy stuff, but not only for myself, but also because I think it'd be good to share with our watchers. Bigfoot fish tanks, aquarium of official shrimp tanks. I like that. Official. Silver Creek, what's up? Let's see. LJ's. Hello. Daniel Velez. Hello. Freaky Fish Lady. Oops, wrong button. It moved too fast. Dave Farrell. What's up, Dave? Sandy. We got the Farrells in the house. Mississippi Hippie. Hi, Sherry. Yo, what's up, new local Austin? How you doing, my brother? Monster Fish Gal. Hello, Lori. Yeah, you did. You brought the crowd. Whoop, whoop. I love it. I love it. So, yeah, 2023. Hey, what's up, Misfit? Liquid Zoo? Wow, everybody's jumping in here. You must have just finished, Kyle. Liquid Rock. Oh, that's sweet. Yes, please get me to 1,000. That'd be really fun because I want to do a big giveaway myself. Kyle's doing it for 5,000, and I'm gonna do it for 1,000. And why not? I love giving away stuff. I wish I had more to give away, but it's getting there, and it's gonna get there. This is gonna be a very very fun year for me. I'm already looking forward to it. I'm already trying to figure out ways to spend my money and give it away, all for shrimp and aquariums and stuff like that. But I got to do things differently in order to get where I need to go. I'm going to have to just do things a little bit smarter, you know. That's how it goes. We learn by our mistakes, don't we? And I've made quite a few, so I'm learning all the time. Let's see. Only Oscars jumped in. Stephen P. 2003, eating dinner and lurking. Well, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, it's 2023. 23. It goes way too fast. And I want to do so much, but so first things first. I barely made it in to get something posted. That's why the picture that I used for the thumbnail of this stream is just a picture. And I blew it up so that it fit in the screen right. And it made it all fuzzy. It's kind of looks like a bad picture. It's not. It's a really good picture, just not blown up that big. But stuck in traffic, trying to get here on time so I could load everything up because I haven't done anything at all because of work. And yeah, I know, blame it all on work, but it's a pretty big acclimation period for me, especially over the past few years with everything that I've had go uh, on this type of a schedule, dealing with the traffic in the part of town that I do. Yeah, it's a big acclimation. But I'm super excited. I'm having a really good time. I'm learning a lot. I think I'm going to fit in really well in this position. It kind of, all I have to do is be me. And so it's not really that hard, if that makes any sense. And, sell sheds. But they sell themselves. I really don't have to do anything. At least I have to know what I'm doing on the computer, and I'm still learning. But that has taken me and my focus away from everything aquarium related over the past couple of weeks. It's been kind of a adjustment for getting on a schedule and a rotation again, that I've had the freedom to do anything I wanted, how I wanted, when I wanted. So I'm having to adjust and use the free time that I have available and those time slots and learn how to fit in my YouTube stuff, my video editing, uploading, downloading, making thumbnails, and taking care of my aquariums. And I don't have very many, right? I'm completely downsized from what I had this time last year. But you'd be amazed at how much work it is to keep aquariums in the type setting I have, which is it's not the best, but I make it work. And because I don't have lids on a lot of these aquariums, the evaporation is just stupid crazy. And since I'm using only RO water because I no longer trust my well water at all, uh, then I have to make sure I run everything through my RO filter. And whether I run a line direct in or I fill up my tubs that I use to fill up other tubs that I use to drip water into my aquarium, like I'm doing now. So here's the water level. There's about an inch and a half to 2 inches till it hits the rim. And that's because for the past 2 weeks, I was gone in San Antonio the week before. When I got back, it was a crazy madhouse. I dropped my son off. I drove back to the airport. I got an Uber home from the airport. Then Saturday was my last day to do everything that I could with my son, as far as chores, get his hair cut, buy whatever clothes and goodies he needed to go back to school. We got all that done Saturday. We hung out, had a dad Sunday together, and then Sunday we woke up, packed everything up, got him in the car, and I took him back to school. So there went my whole weekend, and the week before I was in San Antonio, so I couldn't do anything in San Antonio. And then Monday I go to work because even though it's New Year's Day, I go to work because my office is getting built and they had just finished doing all the tape and bedding, all the painting, and all the electrical except for the ceiling fan. So I went to my work and I was there with the electricians. I put some stuff together, And then yesterday, my boss was here, so I'm setting up desks and cabinets and signage and trying to talk to customers. And I did sell a shed. Um, and then today, same thing. Boss is there. I have desks that I'm putting together. We're putting the monitors, getting all the wiring for the network, my printer, etc., etc. Then I get stuck in traffic and I make it home. I have 15 minutes to post a thumbnail, get this stream scheduled, and get ready to go. So, long story short, here I am, 2023. I'm so glad I'm here with you guys because it makes I don't know, it just makes everything that I just spoke about over the past 2 weeks. It's like I'm done. Now I'm here, and we get to do some, I guess, loving some shrimp.
I love shrimp. Who else loves shrimp? I love shrimp. Who else loves shrimp?
I've kept that comment on there way too long, huh? Shh. Sorry. Hello, everybody that I missed while I was talking too much. Yes, I did see your message about that. Again, sorry I didn't respond. I was driving. I know I was driving. When I looked at it, I was driving and I forgot to go back and look. See. Let's see if I missed any big questions or just hellos. Everybody was talking and saying hello while I was rambling. Good. So you know the deal. You know how I am. Hi, Miss Dee Dee. Papa Shrimp, Miss Jerry. Ooh, I could change that. See, look, I haven't done anything. I'm bad. It's a good thing y'all know me by now. For all of you new people, yes, I'm scatterbrained. Sometimes I squirrel and go different directions. So nice to meet you. Happy 2023. Let's let's fix this. Papa Shrimp. There. Simple. What is my favorite music to commute to? Now that I have to commute again. Um, yes, I'm a metalhead and I love banging my head, but as I've gotten older, I've found myself going back and listening to the stuff that got me into heavy metal drumming and rock and roll and being animal. So I listen to a lot of the 80s metal, the hairband metal. Yes, I know, but I can't help it. I like it a lot better than some of the stuff I'm hearing that's, what's popular with the kids nowadays. Yeah, I didn't like it back then, and I still don't like the roar, roar, roar. A little bit, but not roar, roar, roar all the time. I'm too old for that. But I love double bass blast beats because I'm a drummer. So I'm weird, but yes, it's the old 80s stuff. Twisted Sister, Rat, Quiet Riot, um, all the hair band stuff, even Journey and Van Halen and Autograph and early Metallica. I listen to all kinds of stuff. And I listen to a lot of Jerry rigged music because I have found that I can put on my Reverb Nation playlist and hit play and go all the way wherever I'm going. And usually I haven't played all the songs in that list. So I listen to my own stuff too. Big Shrimpin', aka Steve. I'm a long hair. Enough said. Yeah, 80s metal, the late 80s and early 90s. Um, kind of I was stationed in Fort Lewis when all of that grunge stuff was being birthed. I actually saw many of the Seattle bands when they were playing at a rehearsal place all together, which I thought that was genius and I wanted to do that when I moved to DFW. So, yeah, I was up there during then, and then when I moved back to Texas after I got out of the military was at the time that Pantera got signed and they exploded. So my band happened to be in the wake of Pantera being the local band around here that we got to enjoy the stage and hang out with Pantera when they were in town, when they'd come and watch our shows. It was fun. The good old days. Whew, I'm old. But that's what 2023 is for, because I'm glad that I made it to 2023, and I look forward to 2024 and 25. But this year, shrimp, I'm going to redo my setup. I'm going to make things easier on myself so I don't have these problems. Um, but it's a matter of having a permanent place to do so, because I have not really had that. Everything that I've had, whether it got up to 30, 40, 50 aquariums, everything except for my house the first time was temporary. And so I'm tired of the temporary. And I'm going to do everything I can to not have to worry about temporary anymore and have a solid foundation to set footing and build, 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 and breed, 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 and just have fun. Yeah, I know. I know because on Facebook, I see Dimebag Darrell's Guitar Tech. He's a friend of mine on Facebook, and he's posting all the stuff because he's touring with them to try to help Zach get as close to Dime's sound as possible. He has his own guitar tech, but yeah, I see all the Facebook posts, and I'm trying to find a way to get there and be there when they come to Dallas with Metallica. Yes, that'd be really cool. But the tickets start like at $260 a pop for the nosebleed. $260 a pop. Now I'm assuming that's for the entire weekend event because they play Friday and Saturday, but they play with Pantera on Friday, and Saturday they play with I forget, Warlock or Warpath or I don't know, Mammoth. Mammoth. Oh Lord, squirrel. See, talking about shrimp. Next thing you know, we're talking metal. Okay, so can you put two like 10 tank pumps on same PVC line, or should I say it's an L shape? 10 tanks on the same PVC. Well, like I have a linear piston pump, but that was when I had my 30 some odd aquariums in my previous fish room. And I ran those on a loop. And I also had it, the outlet so I could let air out if it was too much, but I never had to use it because I ran enough air through all my aquariums. But that's the only way I do it in a line system, unless it's a big pump. But usually the bigger pumps are really noisy, anyways. So I don't use them if I don't have to. I'd rather stick with the linear pump. But I mean, I guess you can run, it's not any different than running a splitter into another splitter, and then running it through all your tanks as you can to get as much bubbles as you can out of one pump. But if you breed too much, you will be too tired to build, Papa. Actually, uh, it's a Texas thing. Yeah, I know. Um, yeah, that's a good question. Are you talking about air driven filters like sponge or under gravel, or shared sump? Whether you have one big pump or two pumps on a multi tank system, you should still have a bleeder. See, that's what everybody has, different setups. Everybody's tried different things. I used to have a 40-gallon whisper for every 30 gallons of aquarium. So, like if I had a row of 3 10 gallons, I'd use one 40-gallon whisper pump. And then on my rack where I had 9 10 gallons, I had three of those pumps. But that was, like I said, I won't do that ever again, just because when I went to the linear piston pump for all my aquariums, I pulled out 13 pumps. That's 13 outlets running an air pump. That's ridiculous. So I won't do that anymore unless I have to. Like in a situation like this, I have one pump. I have two pumps, two air pumps. I have a third one that I use sometimes for the little breeder boxes, but yeah, you have 12 10-gallon tanks on my pump, planning out a PVC-L, all sponge filter. Got some new tanks. May need more air. I mean, I guess an L or a loop is not. Couldn't you make it a small loop? I think that'd be the safest if you made a small loop with an outlet. You still got to have a bleeder. Um, that's just, I would recommend instead of an L shape, a loop. You could do a small one. Doesn't have to be huge surrounding the entire room. You could do a small loop underneath one shelf, maybe the top one, but run all the lines out of it. Yeah, DD. I remember when DD switched, and it saves a lot of outlets. I mean, if you think about it, depending on how you do your setup, I like to do the 20-gallon long or three 10 gallons because it's the most efficient as far as one light for per row. If I get this length of light, 32 inches, the 28 to 32-inch light, and that works for each row. And then I'm only using three outlets for that. And when I have my entire setup, I'm using one outlet from my linear piston pump that feeds all of my aquariums. So, yeah, I still have my racks. I only tore down one rack and moved it. The other two I left complete. So I'm just waiting till I maybe get a shed myself and start putting my racks back in and getting my shrimp room going. No matter what shape it is, it's still a loop, I guess. But in an L, it's stuck in there. Whereas in a loop, it's going in a loop. And it makes me feel better psychologically. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Okay. Gemco or Alita linear air pump. The one that I have is one that I got from Aquarium Co-op, the LP 45 or whatever I think is the model. Yeah, I think an L would require a lot of. I think the flow in the loop again. Maybe it's just a mental thing, mental for me. I wish I knew how to do that. I just use surge power strips with like five outlets and three USB, some smart outlets. As long as it's the newer stuff, I'm okay with. That's why all of my uh, timers or surge protector strips are newer. They're less than 5 years old. And I won't go ever again with anything older than 5 years. I'll replace them if I have to, because I'd rather do that than have one of them not do its job and end up losing everything. So, but that's just me. Again, I learn from my mistakes the best I can, and I make lots of them. You should have a little like cash jar Streamlabs decoration for your shed fund, right? Well, I got to check and see because I think at some point they're going to open up super chats and super stickers to everybody. I I don't know. We'll see. But that's a good idea. I need a shed fund. I watched several videos. That's funny that you say that because when last year we had septic problems and they had to replace the air pump, and I looked at it and I was looking at the guy and I was like, he was like, "Oh, we got to order this, $1,000 unit and blah 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 blah." And I was like, "Man, I got one of those inside my house. I can plug in for no dollars." And he just looked at me and I was like, "Yeah, I have aquariums." I said, "That's basically a linear piston pump that you're using on the septic." I said, "It's not $1,000." The next thing you know, he was fixing it for less than 150. It was funny. People talking out their butt. What you talking about, Matt? Hubby kill me if I drop 200 on a pump. Yeah, you would think, but the savings, I believe, the savings that you get electricity wise, you're not running that many watts versus if you take the wattage rating of every one of your pumps that you have plugged in and compare it to one linear piston pump, you save that $200. It pays for itself. Hi, Crontail. Monetization rules, they're not, no, they're not changing monetization rules, but they did send out an email saying they were going to open up streams, live streams for super stickers and super chats. To some, it might be just a beta program, who knows, kind of like that thanks button was for a while when it first came out on the monetized channels. Who knows. It boils down to, if it's easier to do the PayPal thing and support the cash tip jars or stuff like that than super chats. But who, I don't get super chats, so I don't know. But YouTube gets their cut. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. I know, I've read extensively on it. Well, good. Enlighten me. I know nothing, man. When it comes to all of that, I should be in the know. I mean, I used to be a computer geek. I used to do developing and code and apps and write the stuff. But I like to keep it shrimple, man. So I'm done. I'm done with that's a young man's game. I'm too old. I keep it shrimple. Tell me where to click and I'm good. They're monetizing shorts. I did see something on that. But I also did get an email where they were talking about the super stickers and super chats. They were going to start doing it at the beginning of the year. But I could be wrong. It could have been spam. Ooh, look at that. Everybody go to Craig Donaher. He needs one to get 900. Let's get him to 900. Heck, let's get him to 1,000. Let's see if we can both get to 1,000. Hey, Lefty, how you doing? Good to see you. We got 52 people in here. Thank you very much. Please hit that like, share, support, subscribe, whatever, all of that stuff. I should have some fancy graphics. Whoosh, 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 subscribe. Do it now. What's up? Thanks for stopping by to say hello. And while you're here,
I love shrimp. Who else loves shrimp? I love shrimp. Who else loves shrimp?
there, we did it almost right at break time. Hey, I'm going to do like the Aquatic Morning Show. This is the mid morning break in the evening. Click the like. Awesome. Thank you. Yeah, last week was I wanted to do so much more while I was there in San Antonio. I wanted to go to some fish stores. I figured why not? After I get out of work, I'm going to do nothing but sit at the hotel room, right? But no, I didn't. The weather was miserable. I wasn't feeling 100%. I don't know if that cold front or just being in South Texas versus up here, the dust, who knows? It was pretty rough. So I just stayed in and took some allergy medicine, and I ordered on Uber Eats, which is something that I can't do out here. So it was nice to be able to sit there and go, okay, deliver my food to my door. Yeah, I'm spoiled that way. But, hey, I had to live it up somehow. I was out of town for business. The fam has me watching the Willow TV series. Ah, gotcha. Has anybody watched the new show Squirrel? Anybody watched the new show what's it called? Tulsa King with Sylvester Stallone. It's it's a pretty good show. Me and my son got into it. We figured we'd have a show to watch while he was home for the holidays, and we started watching it. And yeah, I like it. It's pretty good. Of course, I'm still binging on Survivor. I know I'm a dork. Okay, I admit it, but I don't know. I went back all the way to season one because I had watched already. I did it backwards. I watched like season 30 to now. I watched 20 to 30, and then I went back all the way to season one, and I've been watching all the survivors. It's fun to watch. I think it's so weird to see 20 years ago Survivor versus today's Survivor. Everything's changed. It's it's crazy. Yeah, the Tulsa King is a good one for Stallone. I like it. It's I like his character too. It fits him. It fits him well. Yeah, me and Nicole talked about this over the holidays. Yes, I'm still binging it. The new season of Halo. Ooh, Avatar. I was working at the theater when the Avatar came out. I didn't get to see it though because I only lasted 2 days into the Avatar opening, and then I'm out of here. See ya. No, it wasn't that. It was I started my new job. Manifest. Yes, I just went through because I wanted to see season 4, and I hadn't seen it in forever, so I went back and watched season 1, 2, and 3, and then I like the first 2 episodes of season 4, and I haven't watched it since. So I got to get back on that. Ah, so how do you squeeze in all of these different things? Happy fun time, family time, holiday time, and aquarium time. And well, I'm multitasking at least because I'm still dripping water into the aquarium. It's still filling up. My tub up there is almost empty though. So I'm going to have to break out the RO unit and get some more water in my tubs. It's wet and cold outside. I hate it when it's like that. Those are the days you want to stay in and watch movies. I've heard too many mixed reviews to rush out and go see Avatar. I'm a just wait. Well, I was one of those. I watched the first Avatar, not in the theater, of course, but okay. And the only reason I'd watch this one is because that's probably the best way to enjoy it properly is on the big screen. Because other than that, it's just a movie, and then you got to depend totally on the story or whatever. And there's some movies I think you have to see on the big screen, like Top Gun, Maverick, the new one. You got to see that in the theaters. I mean, that's badass. I get it, and I probably won't see it in the theater, but I don't think you can really experience it unless you do see it in a theater. There's just, like I said, some movies. Yeah, wait till it comes out on DVD or whatever. Do they even make those anymore? Um, Everything's streamed. But you know what I mean. Yeah. Like I'm not gonna go watch. I don't know what's a movie that you just. I'm not gonna watch it on the big screen to watch it on the big screen. Why would you? But the special effects, Star Trek, Star Wars, all of the underwater stuff, stuff like that. Yeah. Wow. What a diversion. Thank you, Frank. How many tanks do you have set up now, and how many are you planning for in the next 3 months? Great question. So I have 11 tanks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I have 11 tanks right now. Most of them nano tanks, a 2.5, couple of fives, couple of fours, 6 gallon or 9 gallon, 20 gallon, 10 gallon, 2.5 gallon, couple of 1 gallon tanks. So that's what I have now. The PRLs in this tank up here are doing really well. I really got a good look at them last night for the first time. I haven't, like I said, I jumped up like my aquariums and I started paying attention to them because I haven't in 2 weeks. Shame on me, I know. But the PRLs, they're doing really good. The babies are getting big enough to start sharing with people. And then a couple of the females are buried up nice and thick with lots of berries. Um, so I'm definitely going to have 2 or 3 PRL tanks with just PRLs. So in the future, I see 3 tanks for those. I see because of all the varieties I have in here now. Um, when I split those up, I'm probably going to need at least a dozen aquariums, 10 gallons, to separate all the different tigers, fish bones, tangerine tigers, the kind of blondish, wild type looking tigers that I'm getting. Um, so just from what I used to have and what I want ideally, I'd have minimum 3 aquariums per strain for the ones that I'm going to be breeding hardcore. So I'd say 45 tanks minimum is what I'd have for my breeding of my Caradinas. And that's just my Caradinas. Um, I would have probably 3 tanks for my German Rams and 3 tanks for the clown killifish. And maybe 3. And all of these are 10 gallons. I'm just thinking 10 gallons for now. There's probably going to be several 20 gallons or maybe even 30. If I can get some 33-gallon longs, I'd like to have some of those. Um, but all based on 10 gallons, I'm going to have at least 60 to do what I want to do. That's minimum, to be honest. Do I see that in the next 3 months? It's very possible. It's very possible, at least to have everything. I already have most of the aquariums. I have 40 or 50 some odd aquariums that are in storage. So the number of aquariums isn't the issue. It's just the space and getting it set up. And then I do want to have more automation in my water change system than what I have now. But I'm still I'm trying to find the happy medium of how I want to plan that out. And hopefully maybe I'll pick the brains of some of my shrimper buddies and see if I could come to a, you know, what would you do type thing if you had a brand new setup and you were starting all over. What would you do, and what's feasible to actually do and make work? That's that's my goal, and yeah, I'm going to pick brains. Rob's brain, Grant's brain, Joe, Eric, everybody, even Michelle Morgan. I got to go check out her setup. I got to go see it. I got to see it so that way I can say I seen it, and then I got to share the video with you guys because what I seen, the pictures I seen on Facebook, it's awesome. It's like it made me jelly when I saw it. I was all like, "Oh man, that's badass system. I wish I had it." Happy New Year! Yes, it's going to be a great year. I'm excited. Super quick and easy. Yeah, I'd love to see it. I mean, water changes are critical. They really are. And depending on your shrimps and the ones you keep, some of them less high maintenance, less maintenance, and some of them are high maintenance. It just really, but I think consistency is the key. And that's what I got to figure out. And in order to be more consistent, it has to be more automated because I'm definitely unable to, especially now, juggle everything and be consistent with things, at least as consistent as I want to be for the type of environment that I think the shrimp will thrive in, and the fish, and the mosses, and the plants, and everything. Oh, I just read that. You set up another Blue Dream tank? That's awesome. I heard the Jarhead our entrepreneur was talking about it in Kyle's stream that he got Black Rose Neos, I think he got going. Siphon. Yes, yes. Trust me, I have I have been experienced with many different systems, um, and I've tried many different systems for myself. Um, I like being engaged, but I also have to be honest with myself that the amount of time that I'll have to stay engaged and do things the way I do it now, which is basically manually, um, no, I want a better system because I think consistency again is the key, and that's going to drive the entire system is keeping it consistent by utilizing automation. Papa Jelly. I was working in the basement and was surprised by some deep red Bloody Marys. I thought all died. Ooh, isn't that fun when that happens? It's like, oh, where'd they come from? Like I told you guys, I have a cherry shrimp and one of those. I don't know where it came from. It just popped up, and I was like, "Oh, look, there's a shrimp in there." I thought if there any shrimp had come over when I threw everything in that tank, that they would have died because I just threw everything in that tank because it had water in it. I wasn't worried about it. It was just a temporary thing, anyways. Eventually, I turned it into an aquarium and put fish in there, but yeah, it's always a fun surprise. That's right. Which I did find a fun surprise that yesterday when I turned on the light for the first time, okay, a lot of the algae that I was dealing with, which is why this tank got broke down in the first place, a lot of the hair algae is gone, especially off of the substrate. There was like little patches of hair algae on the substrate. Well, because I was gone for a week and the lights were not on the entire time I was gone, most of that is gone. There's only a few little patches that I can manually take out that will pretty much take care of the algae. And it's, you know, I did it naturally. So we're looking, what's it been? What was it when we had that video? That was probably 5 weeks ago, maybe right before Thanksgiving, I think, maybe 6 weeks ago, when I had the stream that I discussed why I tore the everything out of there, took everything out. Here's all of the giant willow moss. I have it in this breeder box. Um, Here, I'll show you. I don't know if you can see it, but it looks really good. Um, but yeah, once I get those last couple of patches out, I'll put the sponges back in. I will probably put the giant willow moss back in, and hopefully it should balance out without having any hair algae blooms. We hope and we pray. My system isn't 100% automatic, but it's one hose to go to a tank. The pump that fills the tank also primes the siphon. No tank drilling, just flip the switch to redirect water flow between full and empty. That's awesome. And I've seen some systems like that, and I was kind of built a miniature version. What I did though is I just used RO line and the quick connects, and I made little siphons with the valve. And once you prime it, then it's just a matter of turning it on and off. And I had it hanging on all my aquariums, feeding down into buckets. So it was my semi-automatic system, and I wanted to do something a little bit more elaborate, but I haven't. All my setups again have been temporary. So I look forward to not thinking of a temporary setup, but a more permanent setup that I could start from scratch, and use all of the ideas, the best ideas, and see, and maybe try different varieties, but of filtrations and stuff. But yeah, the overall system, as far as water change, water coming in and water coming out, I want that to be way more automated than what I have now. Gonna go make some shorts while it's semi-quiet in my house for a minute. Oh yeah, because those shorts are being monetized, right? No, I'm just kidding. Shorts are fun. I should do more shorts, but I can't even do longs. I had a few fish die off from old age. Months went by. It was full of red, really shrimp. The Hallmark movies. Don't even go there with me, Dee Dee. I'm a sucker for them. I know they're silly and they're goofy, but some of them are funny. I like the funny ones that aren't so. Never mind. I have to do water changes tomorrow. Just got home from work, but I'll get a video sent over tonight to demo how it works and how to connect it all. Stupid cheap to assemble. Okay, yeah, that'd be cool. We were binging a few of them and ranking them as we went. That's funny. My son laughs at me because I started watching all the Christmas stuff early. I'm a dork that way. One of my favorite movies is Santa Claus 2. I have to watch those. That's just a tradition. So I watched those like right after Thanksgiving, and my son laughed at me. Dad, already? And I'm like, yeah, it's after Thanksgiving. It's official. I did not get to pull out my Christmas ornaments this year. Um, they were in storage with all of my aquariums. I didn't realize until last year uh, how many Christmas ornaments I've collected over the years since I started collecting them with my first boys when they were babies. So Christmas ornaments was a big deal for me. I always got them as gifts and stocking stuffers and a lot of Peanuts and Snoopy. So I think I have over 100 some odd Snoopy ornaments alone. The rest are drums and different types of drummers. So it's drums and peanut stuff. But that's usually my Christmas. I have a lot of ornaments. Yeah, I watched that one too. That's the one with the ski resort, right? I shouldn't know these things. And I shouldn't admit that I know these things, but yeah, what does it matter? Thanks, Daniel. Appreciate it. I don't watch regular movies during the rest of the year. Did I tell? Well, no, I don't think I did tell everybody. So maybe I did. Yes, I've thought about that too. And I've had, thoughts about it. I think Plamsky had a video on Facebook. He's got a very elaborate system. It's kind of amazing. It's great you watch it. I'm colorblind, so I get away with wearing pink. I didn't know it was pink. No, I don't care. Um, but what was I going to say? Oh, man, you squirreled me. Yep, the ski resort one. Okay, so we're back to that. Um, oh, I got squirrels. I lost track. It's a good thing there's only 8 minutes left. Oh, that's what I was going to say. So, everybody's got the debate and the question of is Die Hard a Christmas movie? And I never ever paid attention to that. I always blew that question off. It just never dawned on me for whatever reason until me and my son decided to watch it together. It was his first time ever seeing it, and we watched it together. And after we got done, he was like, and I was kind of like, yeah, it's a Christmas movie. It is in a weird way, just because it's during Christmas and the music they play, the Christmas music, and it's why not it be a Christmas movie just like any other Christmas movie? It's just different. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. So we decided that it's a Christmas movie, and then we watched Die Hard 2, and lo and behold, that one's during Christmas time as well. So there's got to be a little bit of somebody trying to shoehorn it into the Christmas rotation of movies, and I think it worked. Just saying. Yeah, Gremlins is a Christmas movie. Me and my son had that discussion as well. I was like, well, then if Die Hard's Christmas movie, then so is Gremlins. Oh, yes. Those are the kinds of things me and my son discuss over Christmas. And we had a really good Christmas. I got to see all of my grandchildren. I hope everybody got to see all of your family, but I got to see all four of my grandchildren, and that was amazing. I got to see my entire family. That just, as far as my boys, first time in in several years that I've been able to see all of them during that time period. So that was cool. And my youngest son stayed with my second son, and he spent the night and played PS4 hockey with him. And he made him a bad influence. And my older son went and dropped him off at my ex's house, and then he took off and went and bought himself a PS5 and NHL and the PS Plus membership so that he can download all of the cool stuff. So I was like, holy cow, you're a bad influence, kiddo. One day you spend with your brother, and he goes out and buys a PS5. That's crazy. Ah, I love my boys. I love my boys. It's so awesome. And that was the other thing. My son Jared, he's a big hockey nut, just like we are. He had season tickets the year of COVID. Unfortunately, was his first year of having season tickets, but he's finally got the full collection. He has the jersey that he had autographed by all of the stars when we went to the season ticket holders event. Got autographs on all of that one. He's got a reverse retro jersey that he had autographed, and then he got for Christmas a new Tyler Sagan jersey autographed. So he's got a full collection of sweaters from the Dallas Stars. So that's cool. It was cool to see his collection. And he has one of those pucks that has the actual water that they used in the Stanley Cup finals. So that was, I'm so jealous. But yeah, it's got water from the ice that they played on when they played in the finals in 2020. Ooh, go roll some drumsticks. All right. Thanks for hanging out, Cherie. Happy New Year. Virtual hugs. Thank you very much for hanging out. We only got 3 more minutes though, so you might could stay 3 more minutes, right? Maybe. Nope, got to go to work. Rob's over there going, no, roll them sticks, roll them sticks. I know, and trust me, lady, I didn't agree with that. Hopefully, blew it off for all of this time. Never. That's not a Christmas movie. I've seen it 100 times, and it's not a Christmas movie. Why even argue it? But then I watched it, and I don't know. Maybe I'm just at this point. It's kind of like, why not? So that way, I have an excuse to watch it every Christmas instead of watching the old regular goody goody happy fun time Christmas movies. You get to watch them shoot them up, blow them up, explode things kind of movie for Christmas. I don't know. Come on, have a little fun. It's Christmas time. He's always cracking the whip on you. Whoosh, whoosh. Get to work. Roll them sticks. Home Alone. Yeah, see, that's a non-traditional. My son and I. Okay, so that's basically kind of how we did it. We did non-traditional everything this Christmas, so that's why we shoehorned Die Hard into it being a non-traditional Christmas for us. That because it's very non-traditional if I didn't have my Christmas ornaments. So and my stockings. My stockings are near and dear to me. They're all custom embroidered and everything for each of the members of my family, and I have lots of them now. So yeah, all that stuff's very near and dear to me. So it's very non-traditional. So I shoehorned in Die Hard. Right? That puts an exclamation mark on the Christmas, non-traditional Christmas. Yes, I hope everybody had a fun time. I sure did. It was great to be back. I missed everybody. I will try to be more prepared for next week now that I'm getting into my routine. And yeah, we'll have a much better discussion. Maybe not so much squirreled out, but hey, it was fun. I can't help it. We like to go and talk about everything.
I love shrimp. Who else loves shrimp? I love shrimp. Who else loves shrimp?
So I'm going to go eat now because I'm starving and I haven't eaten. Much love. Thanks for hanging out. We'll see you again next week. Peace. I love shrimp. I got to hit the right button.